Well, it's Christmas Eve tomorrow, and I'm ashamed to say that I haven't put any decorations or lights up. Normally, at least, I put lights around the bush at the front of the house to brighten things up, make it Christmassy, of course. But tomorrow, I'm going to get those lights up. I promise. I'm going to get some lights outside to make it festive. Whilst I've been driving my bus recently, this song came into my head, and it was going round in my head, and it was just something that I had to do. So I've made a Christmas song. It's not anything tremendous. It's just my little contribution to Christmas, if you like. So I've gone through the procedure of putting it on. So I thought it would be fun to put it on a NAB cartridge. If you don't know what a NAB cartridge is, it's the 8-track sort of things that radio stations used to use to play jingles. And sometimes they put music on them as well. Sometimes they use them for music play-up. But I thought it would be fun to just put that onto a NAB cartridge. I'm just catching up with one of my fellow YouTubers at the moment, Kate.
So I will double check this, empty the contents of the Domex sachet, that's the big sachet.
So there we are. I've not finished watching that video yet. Kate is an actress and she lives in Clacton-on-Sea, not far from me in St Osyth, and she posts a weekly vlog, and it's very interesting as well. So yes, if you look up Kate Sanderson, you will find all her vlogs. So the song, I thought I'd it turned out okay, I think, and it depicts Christmas Eve, and that's what the song is called. It's just called The Eve, and there's my cat just walking across the there she goes, yeah, just getting into the thing there she is. That's Raquel. I didn't name her Raquel, but my daughter's her boyfriend at the time did. So she is in Australia now, quite a way away. So next year I'm going to go and see her sometime. But I'm going to be quite quiet at Christmas. But there we are. You make the most of it, don't you? You make the best of it. So before I play the video proper, I wish you a very, very Merry Christmas. And if I don't speak to you before the New Year, have a lovely New Year as well, and thank you for watching. And also smash that like button. Everyone else says it. Hello and welcome. We're going to find out the difference today between an old 8-track cartridge, as used to be used in cars and domestic systems, and one of these, which is an NAB Cart machine, which was the forerunner of the 8-track. The 8-track was a derivative of this, and these were designed for radio stations, particularly to play short pieces quickly and then re-cue without having to put tapes on a tape machine. This is an 8-track. Dimensionally the same, more or less the same, and this is the 40 Super Greats, 40 top 10 hits. So both use, let's take this, I've done this earlier, take the top off, both use an endless loop of tape, and it always amazes me how this even works. It pulls the tape, in both instances it pulls the tape from the inside and then twists it and puts it back on the outside. The major difference, and the one that stands out the most, is that the 8-track, the domestic version of the cartridge, is with a pinch wheel. It has a pinch wheel there, which this one hasn't. The pinch wheel is in the machine itself, and it comes up rather like that into the thing. I'll explain that more later. The other difference is, normally these run at 7.5 inches. The machine I've got will run at 3 3/4 and 15 with an adjustment to the circuit board. These are 3 3/4 inches per second. These are 7.5, and the track system is different. Although this is called an 8-track, there are only 4 music tracks because each track is a stereo one. This only has the one stereo track or mono track, and the other track is for a Q tone. So it's either going to have 3 tracks if it's stereo, 1 track is for the Q tone, or if it's a mono, only 1 track, 2 tracks, I beg your pardon. When you consider what that is, it's a tape going round. They were very, very reliable, really, by and large. Obviously they can jam up and break, and it can happen, but I don't think it happened a lot unless they were really badly treated and thrown around. These would also have been mainly stored in a fairly temperature constant studio. Normally these would have been in cars, they would have been in freezing conditions, they'd have been in sunlight, and so they weren't as reliable in a car, but they were still pretty good. And that you could get machines to play these, you could get them quite cheaply. Will that play in a professional machine? No. I say no. You can get it to make sound, but it won't play properly. This is a 4-minute one. There's one in the machine here, 4 minutes. So there we are. This is the reason I say this is I've been watching these urban explorers, and particularly in America, where they go into abandoned radio stations. I'm always a bit wary about that because they must belong to someone, you know, so in effect you are sort of trespassing. But I do enjoy the videos they make, and very often I've seen a couple of them go and see racks of these NAB Cart machines, and they say, oh look, 8 tracks, and they're not. While they are similar to 8 tracks, they are not. These were invented in the 50s, and these came along I think in the early 60s, not quite sure, but these were a sort of copy. And I read somewhere there was a little bit of skullduggery, a bit of copying. These copied these, and I don't know the full politics of the thing. But anyway, this is a NAB Cart, NAB, and this is an 8-track. Now, I've got a Christmas song that I did. Don't hold your breath, it's not brilliant. But I'm going to put the Christmas song on this NAB Cart machine. I think it's going to be very exciting. So just to demonstrate that one of these will sort of play in a NAB Cart machine, let's try it. Now the pinch wheel in the cart machine is normally like this, and that goes, do you see that little wheel pop up there? And that plays until you press stop, or the you take the cassette out. So we're not going to be using that pinch wheel, but we will there we are. So although it's playing, it's not held in, and it's obviously not compatible. You know, anyone can see that. So there we are. Now this is the proper one, and this is what we're going to record our Christmas song on. So first, what we need to do is make sure that it is erased. Make sure it's a clean cartridge. So what we do here is do this and press this button, and it will bulk erase the tape. So are you ready? Here we are. So that's now erasing the tape. That's a powerful magnetic field, and the reason it goes round is the same way that a turntable goes round in a microwave, so it all gets done. So now it's going to actually find where the splice is on the tape. Okay, so we're all ready. We're in to record. We've got our program material, so if I just press that, we can see that it's those meters are moving slightly. There we are. We've got our program material, and we're going to go back to there, and we're going to record. So when we are ready, all we need to do is press play. It's already in record, so we just press play, and this at the same time. That's now recording. So that's recording now. I've just turned the speakers down, and we'll let that cook until it's ready. Right, so it's stopped. So we stop it and then press the we'll press play again, and then the secondary tone, sorry, there we are. I don't know what I'm doing. And the secondary tone puts it into fast wind. Unfortunately, that's a 4-minute tape. I could have got I thought I was going to be able to get 2 tracks on, 2 songs, so that it just stops in the middle and then plays the next one, but the songs are 2:10 long. So they're just over. So when that detects the cue, we'll be ready to play the song, and it will play into the camera. No copyright because it's my song. So there, nah, 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 nah. There we are. That's detected the tone. So all it remains to do is connect it up again. Bear with. So hopefully that's all recorded now onto that. I've got it connected up through the mixer and then through the directly into the camera, because it's got a very good audio input. So are you ready for my special Christmas song? Here we go. Christmas Day is coming, magic fills the air. Feel it from your head down to your toes. Lights and decorations warm the evening atmosphere. Streets and houses, everyone aglow. People rush last minute, stores are soon to close. Music from the church band playing slow. Kids anticipating with excitement in their eyes. Hearts asleep tonight, we know. Snow is falling down, bells are ringing out. Carol singers bring it all to life. People going home, some to midnight mass. And when this day is done, the day will come that brings our very souls delight. Merry Christmas, everybody.